I'm here for an education, so I'm not going to bring basketball to affect my schoolwork.
Claire Oberdorf was a two-sport athlete at Greensburg-Salem High School in Pennsylvania. While there, she dominated the Western Pennsylvania Athletic League as a 4-year varsity athlete in softball and basketball. Claire won a WPIAL championship in softball her sophomore season, and despite tearing her ACL that summer, she came back and received all-state honors for softball her junior and senior year. In addition, Claire also received second-team all-state honors in basketball her senior year, averaging over 27 points per game. However, Claire decided to follow her sister Jane to Marist to pursue only softball, or so she thought.
So, unfortunately for our basketball team, we had some kids leave the basketball program last summer. So I went up to Coach Georges and I said, by the way, one of my incoming freshmen had some basketball offers to play basketball.
You know, we weren't thinking anything of it until Jordan Josser went down and tore ACL and was going to be done for the year. Originally, it was just more as support, maybe get a couple minutes a game here, but just to make sure that we have, some bodies that could play. But she just got better and better and better, and she's finishing playing 25 to 33 minutes a game and starting.
Well, Claire's a player. She wants to be out there, and she's a competitor. The good thing about Claire, she only knows one speed, and that's fast forward. She's, I think, the only player on my team who could actually play all 9 positions on the field and be good at it at this level, which is, pretty outstanding, and it kind of is a testament to her of what kind of athlete she really is.
And for me, the word was godsend. That, wow, not only do I get a good player, but just really a tremendous person, that everybody on our team loves.
A common misconception is that student athletes perform better in season than out of season due to the increased structure. However, according to a 2008 study done by the Journal of Intercollegiate Sports, student athletes earn a GPA 0.05 points lower during the season as compared to the off-season. And among all Division I women's sports, there was only one sport that performed worse in season than softball: basketball.
We're about 20 hours a week for softball, and I do study a lot, so in all my free time I'm doing homework. I can't even imagine. I don't know how she does it. I only play one sport.
You give up 3 to 4 hours a day for both sports, no matter if it's lifting, practice together, or just having to go eat with the team and talk about the games and practices.
Not all athletes are able to balance their demanding sports schedule with the challenges of being a regular college student. Tom Dragalis rowed for 4 years at Chaminade High School as a part of one of the most elite crew programs in the nation. After coming to Marist with the intentions of rowing, he was ultimately able to walk on to the crew team. However, despite earning a spot on the first boat come spring semester, Tom abruptly ended his crew career.
Personally, for me, the commitment and the time and the effort, it was a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's definitely very tough. Obviously, coming here to play a sport, you focus on your school and your sport first. And the nice thing about Claire, she may not have as much time to go out and enjoy the social life and the college experience, but she has 2 teams. So she really has 2 families here.
Claire loves softball, but she also loved basketball, so it gives her a chance to do both. We have quality kids, just like softball does, so it gives her a chance to meet new people, new friends. That helps her in terms of her social adaptation here and being able to do something that she loves to do, that she has a passion for.
I enjoyed it a lot my freshman year, but then as I grew as a person and maybe certain things started to develop, I thought to myself that maybe it was time to let go of this part of my life.
I don't personally think I'm missing out on anything or skipping anything. It's definitely a lot different being able to, a social life with non-athletes. But to me, I have 2 great teams with a lot of friends, and just with other athletes like baseball and men's basketball, those have come to be good friends too.
In the spring, we had races every single weekend, so it's nice to be able to go out every once in a while with friends here at Marist.
It's a lot of work, it's a lot of demanding time. And thank God she's a brilliant girl, because, Marist academics aren't easy.
Now that I've stopped crew, my academic life has gotten significantly better, actually. I went from about, I think, a 3.2 to a 3.5 in the course of 2 semesters at most. I mean, granted, it's been going up, but with the drop of crew, I've had a lot more time to manage my academic life and manage my time better.
Yeah, juggling both sports and academics, I've learned to use a planner. I get to the point where I write down the hours of when I'm going to study for things and when I have to get things done. So one day if I'm working on psych, and that's when I make myself get it done, and then when practice comes, it's practice time, and after practice or games, then I go back to studying.
As long as you have a love for the sport, then it doesn't really matter to them. For me, that love began to diminish because I've done this sport since freshman year of high school. So that's 4 years right there, plus my 5th year in college, which was a big step up. So now that love began to just diminish a little bit, and I wanted to experience college in a new light compared to constantly being on the move or constantly being in a different state and rowing here or there and waking up here and there. It was time to end it.
I think the thing that Coach George has always said to me is that, you know, she's the toughest kid that he has, and I think the same would be said for us here on the softball field. She's a very tough kid.
I think she would like to do both, and I hope she still wants to. But I say if it's ever one, it would only be softball. You know, it would never be just basketball because she came here as softball, and I could never do that to Joe or her.
I'm just going to try to take it year by year, and if next year playing 2 sports becomes too much with my grades, then maybe I'll rethink about what I'm going to do the year after that. But as of now, I want to continue playing 2 sports, and I do want to take on the challenge of getting my classwork done and getting good grades.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.